morning, guys. It is January 23rd, 2017, Monday morning. I'm on my way to the supply house to pick up a furnace. I gotta change out a furnace for a guy. It's probably 6:45, and I'll go pick up the furnace and take the old one. There's an old lowboy in there, propane fired lowboy. And I'm gonna go back with a little 75,000 BTU regular Rudd upflow gas furnace, and I'm going to bring the return down and tie it into the side. So should be a little bit of work. I'm going to turn the unit quarter turn. You'll see when I get there the way it's set up. So this is the best way to do it. Now this is a little tiny house. I could have probably went with a smaller furnace, but with a plenum size, it's going to be easier just to go with the 75. So you see what I mean? A little tiny house. It's just strictly heating, so it'll be fine. Propane, I want to put a propane conversion kit in it. And got a little bit of ductwork to do on this one, so we'll try to get it done in a day. Might be a long day for me. We'll see. Try to get you guys some shots when I get there. Alright guys, there's a low boy. The front of it's over there against the wall. We're going to spin it so it comes out this way. And then I'll come down with the return into the side. So you could see the way the furnace is now. We're gonna do it a little different. We'll turn it sideways. That'll be the best way. Let me get this thing apart. And there's only the returns I got. It's a little tiny house. 1, 6. 2, 3. Looks like 3 6s on the return, which is not a lot. But we're gonna just tie it into what we got. I think I got a 10 by 20 return drop coming down. We'll tie it into this. It'll be all right. We'll make it work. Get it out. Gotta be kind of a little bit of an animal type of guy to get this thing out of here by yourself, but it's out. Steve is working again, Mama. Neck level. Neck level. That belt don't look too good there. Alright, so I put a couple of hangers. Looks like this one come off though. That's alright, we could refasten that. We're gonna put the furnace right here, I think. Put the furnace right here, and then the return will come down into the side. Alright guys, I got the fan pulled out of here. I gotta cut this return into the side. So I'll lay it down on that side, and I'll cut that with my grinder, and we'll attach this return to there. I measured it. I did cut 7 inches off that supply, and that'll give me like a 6-inch transition. So basically this edge here is going to be over on that edge, and then I'll have to offset a couple inches, and then when I put this in, this edge will be to this edge, and I'll just have to offset this in. It's going to be damn close to it. So I'm going to lay the furnace down, I'm going to cut this in the side, and then we'll push this in and start fabricating. It's going to be up on those 4-inch blocks also, so that's going to be that's the way it's going to be. She's alive, Mama. She's alive. She is working again, y'all. Next level. Alright, you can see I'll line up. See how I made that? I'm going to make a couple of cuts on that ductwork and fold that ductwork in. This way here it'll be a lot closer for me. This return plenum is, you know, don't need it this big. That's 10 by 20. That's enough. It fits in there nice. And on this here, the top plenum's 16, and the bottom is 20. So I lined up the centers, so I'll have to make an offset this way. And I'll have to make an offset this way. I gotta tie all this in now, so it's gonna take me a little bit of time. But I'll get you some shots when I get close. That's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be a lot easier if I make them two cuts. I'll fold that in, put some screws in it. You know, I'll leave it together. I'll just bend it over and put some screws in it, and then I'll pan all this in. I'll show you when I'm done. It'll come out good. Alright guys, I'm doing the sheet metal. I got the back piece in. I'm gonna show you how I do these. What I usually do is I'll measure how long my piece needs to be. I'll slide it in. I cut the back to fit that angle back there. I'll slide it in. I'll mark that with a mark. I'll pull it out and I'll cut it so that fits in there. It's in all the way. Now, what I'll do is I'll mark it on the inside so I know what my angle is. I put a mark here. And I put a mark there. So when I pull it out, I know where I need to make my bend. And when I pull it out, I'll make the cross bend from the inside. See, I mark in. You can see how this one is cross broke. And I'll leave 1 inch and I'll bend the 1 inch over to receive the S-lock like this. And that's how I do it. I got a lot of videos on how to do sheet metal work, but I just figured I'd show you guys, give you a couple of shots as I go here. It's a lot of work to get done in one day. You know, I gotta get this thing done, so it's already 10:30. So what I do is, you can see my marks here. I put this like this. This will be my mark here. That's going to be my bend. And I'll go over 1 inch. That'll be my 1 inch bend over. Right? Good. Cross break. I'll just do it, bend it from the inside, and then the bend will be out. I'm just gonna be careful because this stuff will slice you wide open like a razor blade. Be careful. Cross break. There's the back piece. I'll trim this front edge a little bit because this is going to be once I slide it in, I'll bend this over. Alright, so I slide this piece in. I'll mark it slide it out. There's my cut right there. Once I cut it, it'll slide right in that S-lock. Alright, you guys, you can see my cut. That's perfect. And we'll slide it in. We'll slide it into that S-lock. Once it's in there, then we can mark the inside. And I'll get my angles. Alright, I'm slid in all the way. And we'll mark. There's the bottom. And there's the top. You can't screw it up this way. And all I'll do is that'll be my bend, and then I'll go over 1 inch. That'll be my cut. I'll leave 1 inch to bend over. The last piece I do is I bend the S-locks out. See how I bend them out, and then I'll push these, and I'll push these back in. Once I get the piece in, this way I could fold it and pop it in, top and bottom, and then I'll fold these two in and screw it together. That's how I do the last piece. A lot of guys ask me about that. How do you get that last piece in? That's how I do it. I'll fold that S-lock over now. I turn it into like a standing S-lock, that little piece, and we'll push it in, put some screws in it. Alright guys, I got it all tied in. I got the transition here all made. Got an extra filter, I got another filter in there. Kind of a little tight over here, but I got the gas pipe done. I had to do a conversion kit on this. I had to change the orifices, and I had to add a spring inside there. I took that regulator out and changed the spring on it on this particular model. So I have my manometer here. I'm gonna have to check the gas pressure in the combustion when I start it, but she's ready to rock and roll. I got the electrical on, got the gas on. I should be able to put that door together and she should fire. We'll check it. No, I had to rework this. Here a little bit. Cut this, put an elbow, turn this, put the T here. It picks up this water heater also. That's all existing. I'm not changing any of that. So let's see if I can get this thing fired up and get you guys some shots. But she's ready to rock and roll. It's 3 o'clock. By the time I get out of here and pick up everything, it'll be 4. So I don't have to start it up. Check the manifold pressure. It should be 7. It should be about 11 inches or so. We'll see. We'll check the combustion. See make sure it's safe to run this thing. Probably gonna have to set that gas pressure. Houston, we have ignition. That's low. Only at 4. I gotta crank it up. Seven. That's cranked in all the way. Who checked the combustion? I can hear the smoke alarms. I got this. I'm running the unit, so open the windows and the doors. The smoke alarm might go off upstairs. I hear it beeping now, but I want to check the combustion on it. Oh, it's because it's, you know, it might be a little smoke up there, but that'll go away. Alright, let me put my meter on there and we'll see what's happening with it. I got a seal detector right here I'm going to put in. Let me check the combustion, make sure it's safe. Propane. Huh? No, it's a smoke alarm. That's because
it does both. But it tells you what it's why it's sprinkling. It's in smoke. Probably gonna put the door on this thing. Alright, it's safe there. It's safe to operate right there. Don't forget, this thing's brand new, so it's probably giving off a little smoke. Oh, she must have shut off. You must have the thermostat. Turn it down upstairs. Guys, I just went to go turn the thermostat up upstairs, so I'm gonna run it again and we'll check it. Got a little electric heater up there and it's, you know, satisfying the thermostat. So. I just want to print my just want to get my printer so I can print the carbon monoxide levels and whatnot. So it stabilizes.
about 9. I'm cranked up all the way, so the regulator must be low at the tank.
I'm not gonna play with that. We're safe to run here at this. With these numbers, we're safe to run, so I'm gonna leave it just like that.
If I cranked up the gas pressure out of the tank, you know, that oxygen would drop down some more.
I'm fine with that. I'm gonna print it.
Put it on.
PPMs is 30, I'm good with that. I'm fine with that. That's my final right there. Alright guys, I got the thermostat set to where you want it. New install. Dash replacement, combustion tests, LP conversion. I got my tag there from the combustion analysis. But I'm happy the way it came out. I just gotta finish picking up my stuff, but I'm pretty much yeah, it come out good. It's up on the blocks, and this is not the greatest seller, but it is what it is. It's a done deal now. We're just gonna pick up my stuff and get out of here. Give this guy a bill and be on my way, man. Steve is working again, y'all. Next level, next level. Stevie Lav is a real working man, y'all. You guys can see how small the house is. I mean, it's tiny. It's a little tiny unit. I could have went with a smaller furnace too, probably, but he's talking about putting an addition on there, so that's why I went with that one. I'm just gonna pick up my tools and shut the light off and be done. Doors all rotted. Alright, I got paid. I'm heading on home. Gotta go and load this stuff. It's 4 o'clock. I left the dog at home today because it's, you know, cold out. It's only like 38, so I got everything in here, the furnace and all the stuff that's gotta go home and unload it.